you can get the stone in okay too? This way?
All good.
Okay, hi, my name is Peter. In the Bible, my name actually means the rock, which is sort of strange since I found this guy here up by Lake Superior at Lake of the Clouds in the year 2000 over the summer, around July. And it stood out so drastically from all the rest of the specimens I was looking at. I do amateur agate hunting and meteorite hunting and such on the side. And I know from geology, from what I understand, that having one 90-degree angle on the stone is very unusual, let alone four. And now, under the right circumstances, when it's in the mood, it will stand on its own. But right now, it's not quite in the mood. So we'll live with it. And as you can see, this is, you could call it the Joshua rock because it sort of resembles the Joshua tree, the way it stands out. If I wet it, you could see it even better, which we may do in a moment. There's also four little dots here that seem to be like UFOs, if you want to go that far, with ancient aliens that are observing the explosion. There's little stripes in there, like I've seen on some films of nuclear explosions. I love how the curls came out. I mean, just all my life I've looked at a billion rocks, never seen nothing as close as this. And on this side, we have almost like what seems to me is either the burning bush coming up from the side of the mountain, or if you turn it this way, and if you have the imagination that I do, you can almost see, like, it seems like the face of an Indian almost, or the silhouette or the profile of an Indian. And here's the face on this side here, and it's rather wild looking. It almost, you could say it's even Jesus coming back on his white horse. The horse is not there, of course, but he's not, he's going to come back with some power, let's put it that way, when he comes. So that's what I see in my imagination. So perhaps you do or don't. But what's really peculiar is this, and then the rust from Lake Superior has sort of added a reddish, orangish tone to the stone. And I wish it would stand, but it won't right now. So we'll move on. That evening, when I found the stone, I had a dream that night in my motel that there was a Belgian wave, it was called, in 1988 and 9 over Belgium, where several triangular UFOs were spotted. In fact, there was a gentleman who took a picture, took two. The first one didn't come out on his Nikon, the second one did, and it's been scrutinized very much by science. And they say it's sure all sorts of I can't talk spectroscopy and all sorts of things. Anyway, I always wondered from a child, about 8 or 9, what the Star of David was about. And that night, having a dream laying in a field that lasted perhaps 10 seconds long, where looking straight up at the stars, one UFO zipped in quickly. Then all of a sudden, the second one came over and made the Star of David. So then I awoke, very flabbergasted, you could say. And so I'm wondering if there is some tie-in with the stone, with that. I don't know why or how God works, but that's the story on that so far. And we'll be contacting a number of people to see what results we can get, because I feel some of the ancient alien people would definitely be interested in this such a stone, because we know they did a piece on the Roswell Rock, which is unusual, but I find this every bit as intriguing, if not more so. So we'll see what happens. And, you know. And you can see the beautiful strata layers on the side of it, even more so on the top. And now it has eroded somewhat. I did find this right on the shore. Waves lapping on it. And You can see there how there's almost a bronze effect here, again from the rust. But my friends and I, this is the final note that I almost forgot, and the most important, is some of the people that I've had look at it, they're like, are you sure? I almost take this stone as a warning because of the nuclear in it and such. They're like, are you sure someone didn't make this in the past to be revealed now around this time as, say, like a nuclear warning stone? And, you know, that's what I thought at first, but I wanted others to suggest it to me, seeing if they got the same feeling, and they did, and they sort of get the heebie-jeebies from it. I don't so much, but because God himself did create the universe, and he bases everything on science, so this would be, I believe, I call it the God Rock too, just his handiwork. For some reason he blessed me again, my name being Peter the Rock, to find this after many visits up in that area. And again, when I saw it, I was 30 feet away walking towards the shore, and it stood up like a sore thumb, and I'm like, oh my God, what is that? You know, so walked up, got it right away, and made my way back to the motel. I'm a very happy person.